always put yourself in the best light. Now there's a couple ways you could look at that. You always want to make yourself look good, and you always want to have light on your face. You're presenting yourself to other people. People are looking at you for information because you're supposed to be the expert. So you might as well make yourself look good. And number one, let's start with lighting. Now what I do, for years I've been working out in the field, and we have all our professional lights, and most of the time that suffices, and that's all we use. But in many cases we've gone out there and we don't have what we need. So we look around the house, we see what we can find, and we use just regular old household lighting and household items to help us perfect that shot. Here, I'm in my workshop, downstairs, in my basement, and I'm going to show you a few things that I would use. All right, this right here, this used to be my dad's. This is pretty old. I couldn't even tell you how much it costs. You can probably find one at Home Depot. You hook it up when you're in your room painting, or you could hook it up under the hood of your car and fix your engine. Or you could use this as what we call a key light, the most important light when you're lighting any subject, mostly yourself. So here's our key light for today, and an electrical cord, just so I can reach the plug. What else? Oh, there's another important thing. I always use these. Whenever I go lighting, I use these little gator clips here. These are great. This is $1 each, you know. And how much is the light? I don't know. Maybe this is 10 bucks. So we have this. We have the light. Clothespins. Clothespins are always important. Sometimes you want to clip up something to block off some of the lighting, or to hang anything really. I mean, there's several things you can use these for. And what else? Oh, another light. I might use this. Nope. I might use this as a fill light on the side. And so here's another light. And I know you've seen these before. And so I got my pile of stuff. And lastly, I can use this. Household screen to replace your screen door or your window. And you can use this, and you can put this in front of a light, and what it does is it diffuses the light. It knocks it down a little bit. So if you find it's too bright, you put it in front of the light, and it'll just knock it down. So this also can be very helpful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to gather all this stuff up. This is my lighting package. Not very expensive, as you can see. It doesn't look very professional. So what I'm trying to tell you is you can find this stuff at home. You can find this in any old store, and you can make yourself look like $1,000,000. Okay, we're out of the basement now. We're back up on the main floor. So we have our makeshift studio all set up. So let's start hanging some lights and make this place look like a real studio. So you're going to take your first light, we're going to hang that over here. This is our key light. In this case, we're going to be using 2 key lights. So we're going to set this one up on the left side. And when you use a background, you often do that. And then we're going to set another one up on the right side. Now let's get the second light set. This is the beauty right here. This has some miles on it. So I take it over here, and I'm going to hook this one right on Handy Manny's head. You might not all have one of those at home, but I do. So now I aim this right over here, right where I'm going to sit. And at this point, all my lighting is set. So why don't we just sit down and we'll take a look at how everything works. So here we are in our studio with no lights. I have the outside light coming in through the windows, which gives us a little something, but I want to show you. Now we're going to put on the first key light on my left side. That's the beginning of our fill. It starts to give me something, make me look a little brighter. So let's put on the second key light. Here's the second key light. Now I have 2 lights. That's pretty good. I'm pretty full. And now I have some house lights, some more ambient lights, or the lights in the room. When we turn those on, that's even a little more fill. So now I'm pretty well lit. I feel pretty good. So from that point, I would say that's most of the lighting. And from there, we can work and we can have a great shoot and we can look great. And remember, it's about the lighting. If you light your face, that's what people want to see. You are the one that wants to stand out. You don't want to look at the background because the background's not important. It's you. So light your face and make it look good. Take the video, shoot some, play it on TV, look it over until you're really happy with it. When you're happy with it, that's it. And do the same thing time and time again because you'll perfect it. Just a couple tips. It's a shower cap. CVS, $2-3. Your granny might have one of these. Anywhere you can get it. Put this over a light if your light is really bright and you want to just make it soft. A lot of people use things called soft boxes or soft lights. In this case, this is your cheap soft light. $2-3. You don't get any cheaper than that. Put it right over the light and it'll make your face look really nice and soft. Second, you saw the 2 lights I was using. They're just regular light bulbs. So I have these light bulbs. Again, this is what I had in my house, so this is what I'm going to use. But I just made sure that I had the same light in both lights, my left and my right. Because you don't want one that's outdoor light and the other one that's balanced indoor light. One's yellow, one's blue. It just makes your face look a little odd. So make sure they're both the same so you have even light across your face and the same color temperature. And the last thing I just want to show you is the screen. This is the screen that I brought up from downstairs. I'm not using it today, but again, if you have a light that's extremely bright, you can take this screen, cut a little piece off, use your handy clothespins, clip it onto the side of the light, and it'll knock the light down because it's too bright. It'll just knock it down. And if it's not enough, well, double it up. You can just double it up, and now it's even better. It'll knock the light down that much more. So there's just a few tips. Put those in your back pocket, pull them out whenever you need them. And that's really all you need to know to just do a nice lit set on the cheap, and it will look fantastic.